What's up, fellas? So I had a loyal patient supporter wanted to know, how did I string my Sunday chick along for 2 years, and how did I finally lose her? Now somebody asked me that question, so I just combined it into one video. Okay, guys, and this is a good question, and I'm gonna explain to you guys why. And besides, I know I got a lot of purple pill guys over here who really want to just keep one chick, even though they just aware of female nature and shit like that. Even my guys who in rotations, you want to keep these girls strung along if they actually get to a point where they want a relationship with you as long as you can. And I'm gonna tell you guys why. As men on our purpose and on our grind, as any of you guys know, going out, well, let's just not even talk about going out. As most of you guys know that are on your purpose, you really only got the weekends to socialize. Really, Monday through Friday, you grinding. So you ain't really, what you guys are doing now is you're preparing yourself for a better life of social abundance. Most of you guys over here are young and just getting into your career. And so right now, really a social life of abundance ain't something a lot of you guys can do. I got guys over here that are lawyers asking me, should they go monk mode for 4 years, for God's sakes? So most of you guys are really going to have one evening, maybe 2 evenings at the most. And as any of you guys know, and I told y'all guys this more than once, it's a numbers game. And when I say numbers game, I'm not talking about as simply going out cold approaching 100 women a day. When I say a numbers game, I mean a numbers game in how many days you can get out and live a social life of abundance. So, well, as another dating coach might tell you, go out and approach 100 women a day. I don't believe in that philosophy, but what I do believe in is that the more activities, the more social life you have, whether that's going shooting pool, shooting basketball, going to fucking Starbucks, whatever, just getting the fuck out the house, the more you get out the fucking house, the better opportunity you're gonna have to meet women. So a guy that can get out 5 evenings out the week and you can only get out 1 evening out the week, he's gonna have a better chance to meet more women than you, even if he's just waiting on choosing signals. Just because he's out 5 days, you're out 1 day. So as men on our purpose, we ain't out like that. So it's imperative that when we get women that have high interest in us, we want to fucking keep them. Now, I tell you guys about abundance mindset all the time and not being scarcity and shit like this. But the thing is, ain't nobody got time for that revolving door. A man that's on his purpose ain't got time for a revolving door. And, I've been sitting around lately thinking that, this is why a lot of the successful guys probably got married. Because they ain't really got time to get out there and chase women like that. Now, I'm not telling you guys to do that, because I just don't understand, why don't you just keep dating them? Why you got to sign your name on a piece of paper? I just don't get that fucking logic, right? I mean, I was just listening to Steven Jackson live stream he did on Instagram where he was telling guys the girl wouldn't sign a prenup and shit. And I'm just thinking to myself, man, why don't you just keep dating the bitch? And he called off the wedding because she wouldn't sign the fucking prenup. And the only thing I'm thinking in the live stream is, why is you getting married? Just date the motherfucker. Just date her. For God's sakes. And that woman probably ain't give him no ultimatum. He just want to get married because society done brainwashed him to think you should get married. But anyway, getting back to this shit. So it's imperative that when you get girls, any of you guys got a 2-girl rotation right now, or 3-girl. What I found is that 3-girl rotation is a little much for me. All right, now I'm dating 3 girls now, but one is in New York, so it's a difference. It's not like she's all in my ass and I gotta see her every week. So what I found to work for me is a 2-girl rotation. If you can do 3, do 3. But any of you guys that got a solid 2-girl rotation right now, you want to keep them, because it's too much work. As men on our purpose, we don't have the social life and the time availability. As high value men, our most valuable asset is our time, and you guys just don't have it. So that's why I like this question. Beyond he might be purple pill, even for you guys that's in a rotation. Well, basically guys, all the principles I was talking about. So what I'm gonna talk about first is how I was able to keep her for 2 years, and then I'll talk about what went wrong. All right, number one, masculine frame. Now, as all you guys know, the masculine frame, what the masculine frame does, guys, is keep her feminine, keep her submissive. You got to maintain that. This, what I found out is that masculine frame is the hardest one to keep. Keeping that masculine frame. Because as time goes on, you get more and more comfortable with your girl and you'll break out of it. That's the number one thing, guys. So you got to maintain that masculine frame. It's easy to do at the beginning, the first 3 months, 4 months. But a year in, you can get too damn comfortable. And then you lose the masculine frame. And what I mean by losing that masculine frame, guys, is you just get too fucking friendly. And you start telling the girl shit from what you did in the 3rd fucking grade. You start blabbing too much. You start telling the girl your life history. Listen, you still got to remain a mystery. All right, she don't need to know what you did in the 2nd grade. All right, you start telling her, I ain't filed my taxes in 2010. What the fuck? What the hell that got to do with anything? You just start telling every goddamn thing. You know what I'm saying? Oh, me and my sister, we ain't got the best of relationships. What the hell that got to do with anything? All right, she still, just because, you dating on a consistent basis, don't mean that she need to know every fucking detail about you. And what I've seen in myself, so I can't speak for other guys, in myself in the past, as the relationship went on, I became more loose-lipped, became less of a mystery. Masculine frame is all part. Most of you guys think masculine frame just sitting up looking like a goddamn idiot, like a goddamn stiff board. Masculine frame is also not becoming a fucking blabbermouth. Okay, guys, that's the main thing. And when I say a blabbermouth, you just start telling shit you did in the 2nd grade, 3rd grade, 4th grade. My best friend Kevin in the 5th grade. What the fuck does that have to do with anything? Okay, guys, so keep that fucking blabbing and just telling the girl everything you did in your fucking life and shit. Who gives a fuck? Well, she probably gives a fuck, but you want to remain a fucking mystery still. Okay, guys? And another reason I want to do this video also, too, guys, is because it's only so long, it's only so much, I like to take my time is going to work. You like to take your time? Goddamn, it's been 18 months. You still like to take your time? So that shit only works. If you think you're going to tell a girl for 5 years, I like to take my time, it ain't that much goddamn time in the fucking world. All right? So if all you guys that just think, I'm going to like to take my time, I don't like to rush into things, that works good for 3-4 months, maybe even 6 months. All right? Maybe even a year. But at some point, she going to want that exclusivity talk. Okay, guys? So that only works so much. So in doing so, you need to make sure that the attraction stays the same. Okay? So even though you saying, I don't like to rush into things, or you might say, I don't want to do a relationship. Relationships just ain't me. If the attraction drops, she can walk away. If you keep the attraction here, even though she knows she should leave, she won't leave. Okay, guys? And I'll talk about how the attraction dropped with mine in a minute. I want to do all the things I did to keep it for 2 years, and then I'll talk to y'all guys about how did the attraction finally did drop. Okay, because it obviously did, because I'm not talking to her no more. But I know what I did wrong. I'll get to that in a minute. Number 2, I let her do 100% of the fucking pursuing. 100%, once the attachment was built, she do the pursuing. I want to explain something to you guys. And I had a patron supporter ask me maybe a couple weeks ago, and I was going to do a video on it, but I just didn't think it was long enough to do a video on, so I'll just talk about it right here. He asked, why when a woman pulls back and you chase or pursue, chase means you just blowing up somebody's phone. Let's just say pursue. Pursue just means that you reaching out, you ain't blowing her phone up, you just, you called her, okay? Why does that cause a loss of attraction? And then I'll bring it home to why I let her do 100% of the pursuing. The reason that caused a loss of attraction, guys, is because at that very moment, you said she has more value than you. At that very moment, when you're pursuing her, you just told her she has more value than you. All right, as any of you guys know about hypergamy, well, a lot of you guys just think hypergamy is if I lose my job, my girl is gonna leave. Y'all guys gotta also understand that hypergamy is about the highest value. A woman don't want to date a guy she perceives as high value, lower value than her, unless she's looking for a beta male provider and he's providing. In that case, money will make an exception, okay? But unless she's looking for a beta male provider and you're a great provider, all things are equal. If she pulls back and you pursue, she's gonna lose attraction because you just told her that she has more value than you. And I told you guys specifically, do not get with women that view you as a beta male provider. We can fuck them. I fuck them, okay? Ain't nothing changed about AMS, all right? If y'all guys go watch my Why I'm Against the MGTOW movement video, ain't nothing changed. I still sell them a dream and dick them down and toss them to the side of the road, but I am not finna put this girl in my fucking rotation. Okay, guys? I am not. I do not want a woman that views me as a beta male provider in my fucking rotation. I will fuck her. Okay? So, when she pulls back like that, that's why there's a loss of attraction. You just told her, hey, you're high value to me. I need to pursue you. This is why I let her do 100% of the pursuing. Not only does it keeps her emotional, because you gonna get from time to time, she gonna tell you that you don't call her. This causes her to be pissed off and angry and emotional and shit like that because you seem unavailable, you seem like you don't give a shit. It also shows that you're higher value than her. Okay, guys, it shows that you don't really give a fuck, which makes her feel like you're higher value than her, so it makes her fucking pursue if the attachment is there. If you do this too soon, you're gonna lose that girl. Any of you guys try to go and let the girl do 100% of the pursuing on this fucking third week, I guarantee you that girl gonna be gone. She gonna say to herself, this motherfucker doesn't call me, so why the fuck am I gonna call him? So any of you guys that try that strategy too soon before the attachment is built, and for all you guys that still don't know when the attachment is built, when a woman starts calling you, texting you every morning, good morning, that's a good sign that the attachment is built. Okay? When a woman starts texting you good morning and good night, when I see a woman doing that, I know I got her. I know I got her. She's attached. That's when you know a woman is attached. Okay, guys? Women are trained through their nature to make a man pursue. And when she get to a point where she stop caring about that and she willing to do 100% of the pursuing, you got that bitch. And you let her do it. Even if she start bitching, you could feed her a scrap every now and then. Maybe once every 2 or 3 weeks, you can text her good morning. If she's bitching about it enough, you could throw the bitch a bone maybe once a month. Once every 3 or 4 weeks, throw the bitch a bone. There you go, bitch. Good morning. You can throw the bitch a bone. You ain't gotta be. When I say 100% of the pursuing, you know, let's just say 99.9% of the pursuing. Let's just say you could throw the bitch a bone. All right. If she's complaining about it, if she's not saying nothing about it, then don't worry about it. But if she's making a big deal, like the girl I'm dating right now on Saturday, the thick chick y'all guys have seen, she's not saying anything about it right now. So I don't never do it. She's not made no issue. Will I think she will now in eventually? Yes. I think a month or two from now, she's going to start to say, hey, you know, why you never call me? Why you never text me? I always call you. I think it's coming, but it's not got there yet. When she do that, I'll make a mental note to do it once a month or so like that. All right, just feed the bitch. So when you feed girls scraps, it ain't always got to be, oh, you're beautiful. And then it could be something that's good morning. How your day going? I call that feeding scraps too, guys. Okay? Number 3, guys, being on your fucking purpose. Guys, at the end of the day, no matter how a woman, even if a woman is not big on money, right? They say it's not the primary thing that drives her. At the end of the day, it's all in some of them. And any of you guys that done got girls that like you, say, for your charisma, your sexual charm, your sexual energy, your looks, whatever, you know, and say you wouldn't had nothing going for yourself, at some point they bring it up. Like, even in that basement, when I had girls who liked me for me, obviously, because I ain't have shit, they always periodically wanted to know, you know, what you working on, what you doing, how, because at this point I was studying to become a personal trainer, certified, all right, to become certified. I ain't know you could be a trainer without being certified. I did not know that. I thought you had to be certified. So before becoming a full-time personal trainer, I was studying, and all the girls I was dating at the time is like, hey, how that's going? You know, such and such. They, at the end of the day, guys, all women got some hypergamy nature in them. Okay? And if you ain't got that going for yourself, and let me explain this to y'all guys deeper. Let's say you make 150 grand a year, right? That's a good salary. That's a damn good salary, right? A woman would still ask you periodically. She want to see more periodically. Like, you know, are you trying to get that promotion? All you guys, you know what I'm talking about. They always want to see some growth. Even if you're doing good now, they always want to see a little growth. Okay? And so by me being on my purpose, by me progressing, and she knew about the dating shit and all the shit I was doing, just being on your purpose, and this, she don't want to heat up the seat and have some other bitch come in and enjoy the fruits of the labor. Let me just say it like that. Okay? So when you're on your purpose and shit like that, she want to make sure she see it through. So at the end of the day, guys, you still got to feed women that hypergamy. That pretty boy shit, that sexual charisma shit, it works good. It works great, right? But at the end of the day, all women got that financial hypergamy in them that they want to see some type of ambition. Ambition is very attractive anyway, guys, because it's a masculine trait, right? So, but just being on your fucking purpose, she want to see it through. So if you're a dude right now and you're a lawyer and you are in law school right now, oh, she want to see this through. Okay? As long as the attraction is there. All right? If you become this fucking goofy nerdy, then fuck it. But if you're a dude that's on your purpose and you maintaining your masculine energy, oh, she want to see this shit through. Okay? Next, the experience, guys. One thing you guys can't do is get to a point to where you want to just sit in the house and stop dating your woman. You have to date your fucking woman. Now, what happens is all men court at the beginning. And then at some point, they get lazy and they stop courting their woman. You have to give a woman some type of experience. Women get bored. Just the way they fucking is. With their emotions, they have to have their emotions engaged. They just get fucking bored. You have to be spontaneous. You have to keep dating your women. A lot of you guys right now, well, I know you guys probably can't date your women right now during this pandemic, but even before the pandemic, a lot of you guys probably weren't even really dating your girls like that. Just come over for a booty call. That's going to get old. That's going to get old. I'm telling you, that's going to get old. I don't care how good your dick is, that is going to get old. You have to date your woman. Today, 6 months from now, 6 years from now, you have to date that woman. Okay? And last, guys, I always punish bad behavior. Even maintaining a masculine frame, every woman is going to test from time to time. Masculine frame or not, they just going to test. She would periodically pull back small amount, and she had to suck a whole lot of dick when she came back. Every time. Never just take bad behavior and then just, you know, sweep it under the rug like it didn't fucking happen. Oh, it happened. And now you're going to get dick and balls all night in your mouth. Never act like it just, oh, that wasn't no big deal. Oh, she didn't call me for a week. That's no big deal. I ain't gonna worry about it. No. Always punish bad behavior. Every time, guys. All right. Now, I want to talk about how did I finally lose her, as me being the guy that's the fucking dating coach. How the fuck, and now, you know, I look back now as in how I lost her, okay? Number one, I lost the sexual energy, okay? Masculine frame and sexual energy is not the fucking same, guys. They're not. Masculine energy is not being goofy and corny. Sexual energy is something that you actually have to bring to the table. Masculine energy is just being present in a masculine state. You don't really have to do anything. Sexual energy is when you're seducing your woman. And this, if you guys ask me what's the biggest one, I think most men lose their woman, they lose the sexual energy, the seducing. That fucking sweet, I ain't gonna say sweet talking. It's you know, all of us should have like a seduction voice. Like when I'm seducing a woman, I don't talk like this. I get my voice lowers down a little bit, and my eyes get a little heavy. You've been thinking about Dad all day, ain't you? Mm-hmm. Daddy been thinking about you too. You see, y'all guys see what I'm saying? And at the end, I stopped doing that. It's a mistake. All right, and I didn't catch it. You have to keep doing that. Keep that seduction going on. That is the one that most men lose. That seduction. You have to bring that, guys. I lost it at the end. And you guys say, well, why you lost the AMS? Laziness. Laziness. I just flat out said. It's that requires effort. Okay? It's easier just to bitch bend over and let's bust it wide open. All right? You forget the seduction. Y'all guys got to understand, I consider seduction as part of foreplay. All right, I stimulate her mind before I stimulate her pussy. At the end, fuck that. Just been over. All right, you suck my dick. All right, now take your clothes off. Let's fuck. Okay, back to TV. Can't lose that, guys. Keep that sexual energy. All right, next one, guys, is I started going to the same spots. I got predictable. I started going to my same favorite restaurants. Can't do that, guys. You gotta be spontaneous. You gotta do different things. All right. If you like a certain type of food, try to find a different spot, you know, or travel somewhere else. Keep it spontaneous, even for yourself. Not even so much for her, for yourself. Okay. But this is what causes the woman to run off and cheat with the alpha male or this, that, and other. Just gets boring. Same old, same old. As we men, we more like straight line. And we can get comfortable and we can sit on the couch in our fucking drawers and watch Andy Griffith. That ain't gonna work for women. They gonna get bored. Okay? Now, for you guys, that's just like, well, fuck it. She go. I'm gonna tell you right now, as men on your purpose, I'm telling you right now, you don't wanna do that. Okay? I want you to have a abundance mindset and the bitch wanna go, let her go. But I want you guys, if you got a girl and she's feminine and she's acting right, you should want to do everything to try to keep her. That's not having a scarcity mindset. Not being predictable and not bringing the sexual energy. That's things that you can prevent. If you doing all that and she gonna met some other dude that she think, and now you want to chase and pursue, even though you was doing everything right, let the bitch go. That's a scarcity mindset. But when you start getting laxed and see, going to the same spots, that's another part of laziness. Requires no effort. Okay, let's just go here. That's laziness. Not bringing sexual energy, that's lazy. Most men, that's the reason why we lose chicks. Laziness. If you lost her because she just thinks she got a hotter dude and you doing everything you supposed to be doing, let the bitch go. Don't worry about her. But when you guys are fucking acting like, you know, you stop seducing your woman and you start getting predictable in your locations, that's something that you can prevent. Okay? So, that's another one, guys. Another one is, and this is a big one, I should have done more activities. All right? And what I mean by activities, guys, is if any of you guys have things that you love to do. Now, I love to eat. That's all I ever did was eat. Most of the time, eat. Now, if any of you guys seen my vlogs that I made with the chicks after the girl I stopped talking to for 2 years, any of y'all guys seen the activities and stuff I was doing, you would see that I had a lot more variety. That wasn't a coincidence. Because I know what I did wrong. I got too fucking lazy. Okay? I'll be the first to admit that. And if any of you guys seen the vlogs after that, when I was in New York, you guys seen me doing a lot more different things. That wasn't a coincidence. So I learned from my mistakes. Even though I knew better in the beginning, I just got lazy. Okay, guys? And for all you guys say, well, what's all this big deal? It lowers the attraction. So let me explain this to you guys. When you lower the attraction, when the attraction is lost and you won't get in a relationship, now she can walk away. If you won't get in a relationship, but the attraction is still here, she ain't going no fucking well. even though you don't want to get in a relationship. Even for my purple pill guys, when a girl's pressuring you to get married, if the attraction is up here and she's talking about getting married, she ain't gonna go nowhere. But when you stop doing the sexual energy, when you start becoming predictable, when you stop dressing up and looking sexy because you've been with her for 2 years or a year, or whatever the case may be, the attraction drops. And so now when she comes to you about marriage, and now she comes to you about a relationship, and you're not giving it to her, now she has the strength to walk away because the attraction isn't there. In order to maintain these long relationships without commitments, you have to maintain that attraction. Okay? With all that being said, guys, and this is number 4, at the end of the day, guys, abundance mindset, if she goes, she goes. The only thing I'm telling you guys is you make it a hard choice for her to go. That's all I'm fucking saying. Because I know a lot of guys gonna come in. I pretty much know how guys are now, predictable as hell. And I want you guys to have an abundance mindset. The thing I'm saying is, if you got a feminine girl that got a high attraction to you, there's no reason to lose her for bullshit, not seduction. Not because you don't want to seduce. That's just laziness. Not because you don't want to try different things. That's just lazy, right? It requires no effort to go to the same fucking spots. It actually requires some effort to actually think of something new to do. So that's how I lost her, guys. That's how I maintained it for 2 years, and how I finally it took me 2 years to get lazy, but I did eventually at the end got lazy. Okay, guys? All right. I'll get back with you guys later.